Jonapot, Budapest. A bittersweet greeting from here in Mexico City. I'm Keith Dannemiller. I'm the photographer for the series Callegrafia that's currently on exhibit at the Red Door Gallery there in Budapest. I've seen some photographs that the gallery sent me of the installation, of the sequencing of the photos, the space, and it's really beautiful. And the reason I say a little bit bittersweet is because of that. A beautiful gallery should be alive, bubbling over with conversation, with commentary, with drink, people enjoying themselves. But that's not going to happen, as we all know. So in lieu of my presence and yours in the Red Door, I hope you'll enjoy this virtual space and the photos that we're presenting. I first moved to Mexico City in 1987 and really knew nothing of the place. I needed something in that moment to explain Mexico City and Mexico and its people to me. So walking with a camera in the heart of Mexico City, in the Centro Histórico, where most of the photographs on the wall, almost as they all of the photographs on the walls there at the Red Door were taken, it gave me a chance to connect very directly with this new world that I had encountered. I could engage people who interested me. I could, in a sense, I could satisfy my own curiosity about what was going on in Mexico City and a little bit about how Mexicans conducted themselves, how they were. It was a time of self-discovery too, for me. There's no question about it. I learned to be open and receptive to what the streets presented to me and the camera that I was carrying. And that was of vital importance if I was to learn something about Mexico and its people. I continued, I started that process when I first moved to Mexico City, and I continued that process until today. It's still an attempt to be very aware and present when images sort of magically present themselves in front of my camera. The writer and the art critic John Berger has made mention of the fact that if an image is a surprise for the photographer when he makes it. It will also be a surprise for the pure person or persons who are viewing that image. Mexico City's historical center, like I said, where most of these photographs were taken, is nothing but full of surprises. That's what keeps me going back there. That's what keeps me learning. That's what keeps my eye sort of in shape to experience the world through the camera. There's a most interesting juxtaposition of 17th, 18th century buildings against current modern street life. You'll see some of that in the photos that are on the wall. There's the traditional way of life on the street, on the streets, street vendors and people who live there who are doing things that have been done the same way maybe 100 or 150 years ago. But now those same traditional mannerisms, those same traditional movements are acted out by hipsters, by punks, by merchants, by tourists. Just to tell you, and I'm sure you're aware, this is not a definitive view of Mexico City. This is my view. This is my view of Mexico City. I hope the images will give you a view of that, a feel for that, and they will surprise you. I hope they will surprise you and move you. And most of all, they bring some kind of light and maybe a smile into your lives during these dark days. I would be remiss if I didn't mention at least some of the people that helped make all this possible. First of all, Tim Nugent-Head at the Red Door Gallery. His energy and his enthusiasm to put these photos and show these photos in the Red Door has been wonderful. I appreciate all that he's done to make this possible. David Nájera, who is the Mexican ambassador in Hungary, he was the one who really started this process of exhibiting my work in Budapest, so I'm eternally grateful to him. Gracias amigo, gracias señor, gracias embajador. I'd also like to thank the staff, the support staff at the embassy there in Budapest, the Mexican embassy there in Budapest. Alejandro Vázquez Martinez has been right there with answers to my questions, as has Angelica Puskas. I thank both of them for everything that they've done to make this possible. And I thank you for listening, and I hope you'll enjoy the photographs. Take a look. Bye-bye.